One of the major emerging unspoken rules when it comes to the ABS challenge system is that pitchers absolutely should not challenge anything unless they are 100% sure, and for whatever reason believe their catcher missed it, which, of course, is relatively unlikely considering they're the ones actually receiving the offerings. It's for this reason some clubs have even banned their pitchers from challenging anything, and I think we just got a good example as to why, as Luis Heel today burned his team's final challenge in the first inning of a game, then proceeded to try to use another, despite not having any available in the very next frame. Luis began his day with a prolonged break, as the Yankees drove in 5 runs in the first inning alone, with the most notable swing coming off the bat of top prospect George Lombard, who crushed this 2-run single into left field. After about 30 minutes on the bench, New York's righty got out there and immediately displayed the continuation of what has been a concerning trend for the third-year player, being a massive decline in his raw stuff from his rookie season, before giving up a long ball to Trevor Larnach on a 4-seamer inside. This brings us to our first highlighted play, when on an 0-1 pitch to Luke Keeschel, Luis delivered a fastball that was just above the zone, prompting an immediate challenge from a dude that's 60 feet away from where the ball crossed the plate. After a short review, it was revealed that the ball missed the top of the zone by roughly an inch and a half, a margin that his catcher, J.C. Esquera, seemed to be aware of, because, obviously, he didn't issue a challenge himself. This was pretty consequential because Yankel Fernandez had already challenged a strike 3 call in the previous frame, losing it after the call wasn't overturned. This meant that the Yankees were now out of their ABS inventory in just the first inning. But it would get even more embarrassing from here, because after the Yankees went back out and proceeded to drop another 3 on Minnesota, Luis took the mound again and somehow looked even worse, with a heater that was now sitting in the low 90s. After a couple guys managed to get on with 1 out, he would, on a 1-1 to Gio Urshela, tap his head as if he were trying to challenge once again, despite the team not having any left. Man, to have the cojones to cost your team a challenge as a hurler, and then attempt to do the same thing just an inning later, even if he was prevented from doing so because of the rules, is just ludicrous to me. He would depart shortly after when Urshela flied a 3-2 fastball to right field, on one of the only 96-mile-per-hour heaters he managed to register, having gone 1 2/3 shaky innings, with 50 pitches having been thrown, 1 lost challenge, and a failed attempted challenge. Just a little sidebar as well, but look at how good this throw from the right fielder Fernandez was. That was impressive. Heel's actions would not be all that consequential to the outcome of the game, as the Yankees would continue to pile on, with Spencer Jones crushing yet another home run later on in the contest, which at the time of this recording sits at 15-3. But still, if this is going to be how Luis operates in the regular season when it comes to ABS, New York's fans, coaches, and even his fellow teammates could be in for some real frustration anytime he takes a start.
Alright everybody, if you made it this far, I appreciate you watching, and if you did, consider checking out any of these other videos on your screen right now for other content just like this. Also, if you ever see anything you'd like to see me detail in the video, feel free to reach out to my email, basebpoet@gmail.com, and if I end up using your idea, I'll give you a shout out. Thanks for watching. Have a great rest of your day.